All right, so welcome back. We're getting into our first conversation for the morning, and we're talking about a right that I'm not sure a lot of people know that it is a right, but we're talking about peace rights this morning. And so to help us, and I mean, of course, it's part of our human rights issues that we need to talk about. Who doesn't like peace? When there's peace, there's development and all that. So this morning we're speaking to our guest, who is Joseph Koblan WEMAKOR, who is an executive, or he's the executive director of Human Rights Ghana, I guess.
Human
Rights
Reporters.
Okay, Reporters Ghana. Yeah, so he has joined us here, so we have this particular conversation. So good morning. Welcome.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was told the other time I wasn't here when you came on, so
Yes,
good to see you for the
Yeah.
first time. Peace rights.
I'm glad, yeah.
We have right to peace.
Sure.
Oh, so most of us wouldn't know that.
Yeah. Do people really know?
Oh, yes. But I don't think a lot of people are aware that we have this right because of what is going on around the world, in the world. Yeah.
Okay. So this, when we're going into elections and, you know, all of these other things that, you know, are supposed to be calm, peaceful, and all that. As a country, Ghana, I'm sure lots of people will say that, oh, we're a peaceful nation. We've conducted elections several times and all that, but there's always that bit of conversation or incident of this has happened here, this has happened here, and even in some parts of the country where it's not so peaceful, a lot of attacks going on in those areas. How have we been able to manage that as a country?
Well, like you rightly said, as a country, we are doing well, but somebody will also say we have more room for improvement. Why am I saying this? Our electoral processes have always been mad, one way or the other, with electoral violence, people snatching ballot boxes, macho men operations here and there. And we have also seen the security forces killing people in several elections that we have witnessed. The past 20 years, it has always been a consistent trend.
Okay.
And this is a cause for worry that we need to intensify our dedication in pursuit of promoting peace nationwide. Yeah.
How do we do that before? So let's take the 2024 elections coming up, for an example. We've got about a year more. How do we preach that before the election?
Sure. So like I said, we need to, intensify our efforts by coming out with awareness creation.
Who should do that?
I think it should be a collective
Individuals,
responsibility.
like a collective.
All of us has a role to play. The media has a role to play. CSOs has a role to play. Security services or forces also has a role to play. Government also has a role to play. Churches, schools, communities. All of us has a role to play as far as promotion of peace, unity, and understanding is concerned. Like every in a society, in our democratic processes, peace is critical.
Yeah.
It's an ingredient that we must embrace because where there is chaos, where there is disagreement, where there is misunderstanding, it leads to tension. It can lead to a whole lot of people dying. We have seen war. We have witnessed that majorly in the Israel-Hamas war. Somebody will say, why have I gone there? Because a lot of coups d'etats have happened in Africa, recent times. 7 in a row in the last 3 years. Since August 2020, we have witnessed about 7 coups d'etats in Africa. Military coups d'etats, which, there are pundits who says that with this wave of, how do you call it, coups d'etats, who knows? It could get worse, like you have rightly said. So there is the need for us to ensure that peace becomes that ingredient that we keep preaching, we keep embracing, and we must, rally around peaceful education, peace education nationwide.
Okay.
This could be done by the use of social media platforms. Yes, we are also committed through public forums, workshops, churches, schools. I think the media
can also be part.
Can also be part.
I'm glad you touched on using social media as a tool to promote peace, but in recent times we've seen how issues are stirred up on social media.
Sure.
And my question would be, how can we utilize social media to its effects? Because when the Julobi demo started on the first day, the issues that demonstrators encountered on the ground, most of the netizens, I mean people who use the social media users, brought it on social media, and it sort of like agitated people, and that was when we got so many people involved, including celebrities and stuff. In this conversation of peace rights, using social media as a tool, how do we start? And when users are trying to engage on social media, what should they think? What should be the first step? How should they go about it?
I think the first step is being real, because most of the things that we see on social, even though social media is a good tool for dissemination of information, peaceful information, I must say, but the judicious use of it. Most people are portraying so many things on social media that does not reflect the actual thing on the ground.
Sure.
So by so doing, you are deceiving the masses out there.
Exactly.
And people, based on that, people get misunderstanding. Tensions arises, that can sometimes not be managed properly. And it can result to something else. So first of all, it has to be reflecting exactly what is on the ground.
The ground, okay.
Couching messages that that sends what?
The right information.
Yes, and then connotes peace and understanding. That can prevent conflict situations, and the use of words, the use of pictures, combination of all that has to be in an appropriate manner, very moderate. The language has to be temperate.
Sure.
Yeah, it shouldn't be a language that will make people panic. So based on that,
That's good.
Okay, so moving on, I mean, for a country like ours, we have instituted a council called the National Peace Council. As someone who has been advocating for peace over the years, how would you rate the work of the council? That a lot of people have raised concerns that in recent times, in one particular era, they're very quiet.
Yes,
in another era, they really talk. Does it not even conflict with the peace in the peace council is supposed to be like?
This is a very powerful question, tough one, So I like to say things the way they are. I take my inspiration from Professor PLO Lumumba, because I work with his foundation here in Ghana in the capacity of a PRO. And he said something, he said, let people crucify you for speaking the truth, or let people vilify you for speaking the truth. So I believe in speaking the truth and nothing else. Like you have rightly said, there's a school of thoughts that holds the view that the National Peace Council has not lived up to its expectation based on certain tendencies that they have exhibited. For instance, you are talking about somebody, or talking against somebody, or speaking against somebody, condemning the things that somebody is doing in a previous administration. But in a recent administration, you haven't lived up to that expectation. If you do something to the left, you must replicate the same thing to the right hand. If the right hand is also misbehaving, But excuse me to say, that is not the kind of picture that they are putting out there. I think they can do better. They have not lived up to expectation. We haven't seen much of them. And it's like people are confused. They don't know what they are doing. And if you are a leader who is, guiding people and you are not living up to expectation,
Yeah.
how do you expect the people to also behave?
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I think they have to position themselves well
Yeah.
and ensure that they live up to expectation. They should come on board, collaborate with CSOs, other stakeholders, security forces, but they should be straightforward.
Yeah.
If something is not right and you have to condemn it, not because you are dealing with somebody. The bottom line is that we are all humans and we all have rights.
Okay.
So don't discriminate. I think they are discriminating.
That's one made mention about the fact that we have like a year to prepare into the election. And like you rightly stated, what are some of the expectations? What do you expect them to be doing by this time that we move closer to the next election?
Yeah, so they by this time, they should start the peace education. They should collaborate with the NCCE, propagate and disseminate messages of peace, condemn things that are not right, check people who are using intemperate languages, the media, regulate political parties, all other state institutions that are not living up to expectation. I think education is key. They need to educate us.
Okay.
Yeah. But even the people that are really at the forefront of this, those are the politicians.
Yeah.
How do you think they can sensitize their words in as much as everyone is proposing something to the nation to get the power, to give them that particular power come 2024 election? What do you think they as politicians should be doing? I know it's difficult for them to do it sometimes, but then as people in the front trying to put out good examples so that the citizens, their supporters can follow. What do you expect them?
Politicians are our leaders, and we look up to our leaders. Things that they say on air, things that they say on political platforms, the languages that they use, the messages that they churn out there must be that which resonates peace, which embraces peace, not languages because we, the young ones, are also learning from them. Students are watching, the whole public is watching you. And if all that you do is to attack your fellow politicians and use certain languages, not quite long ago, this China student, there is a Paga, came out to, some of the students misbehaved using certain words to describe, unprintable words to describe the president, which was very unfortunate. Even the whole nation condemns it. Yeah. Why are children, ask yourself a question, why these children behaved in the manner they behaved? Okay. Probably they learned that from the adults, and it is the politicians who are our role models. So they copy all these things from the politicians. So it has become a norm because politicians just open up their mouth and spew out any garbage because they are on their political platforms, or they want to promote themselves, they want to gain power. So they are not they are not in control of themselves. Okay. And by so doing, we learn from them.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean the garbage there.
It's too much. It's too much.
But anyway, I mean I understand when we have people who are supposed to be our leaders and try to protect the peace that we have enjoyed as a nation over the years. That we even have other people coming into the country to have a peace. I mean I spoke to a friend, and she tells me that the only thing that she likes about this country is that there's peace here. Yeah. I mean, you could walk around, do your whole, security-wise, all of that, and it's not like a place. Yeah. So we need to protect
that peace.
That peace. But many a times we have heard that there are people in, some bushes somewhere, training, yielding guns, ready to attack and do whatever, and they are being trained in that sense.
In terms of violent
Yes.
extremism, yeah.
Yes,
They want to use
to
force,
cause commotion,
control,
Yeah.
and disrupt the peace that we enjoy in the nation. This boils down to our security.
Sure.
And how do we, as a nation, make sure that our security is tight enough to combat any effort by any organization or
Yeah.
individual to disrupt the peace that we enjoy?
Yeah, so we are peace-loving people.
Mm.
That should be the position we should hold always.
Yeah.
Because Ghana is just one for all of us. We'll be tight if anything bad happens. Where are we heading to? Like you have rightly said, a colleague of yours painting a picture about his country and embracing our country, saying that here you can live here, you have peace, you can move about and do your things. So assuming if that might be our neighbor, if this thing should happen, God forbid, where are we going?
Yeah.
That is why we must embrace that peace. Now, things that we must do, that is why we must, number one, speak up against any move or any action that can lead to compromising the peace that we enjoy.
Okay.
It looks like now a whole lot of things are happening, a culture of silence. How do we break that culture of silence? It's been happening. People are doing all kinds of frivolous things, evilous things, yet we embrace them and say honorables, where they should have been called rather horribles. We are praising them, people who are committing those crimes. You see, I think we can do better, first of all, by condemning wrongdoing. That is what I stand for. My platform is used to condemn wrongdoing, expose wrongdoing. But in the end, I know where I stand. People are tagging us. Sometimes when you talk, people are like, oh, don't mind him because he doesn't know how to talk. How do you want me to talk? I say things how they're supposed to be.
Okay.
Anything wrong is wrong. You can't see black and say white. So if I see black, I should be saying white so that I can dance to all of you your tune. No, I refuse to be what you people are. You see them, they're in groups working against you because they know you are different. They don't want you to associate with them because if they do, you are going to check them.
Okay.
No, we must eschew that kind of character.
Okay.
We must live in harmony. What is wrong, we condemn it. First, we have to condemn it and do what is right. By so doing, other people will also see it and then follow us. And by so doing, peace can be something that will be the end result. The peace will continue before, during, after the elections. Yeah.
Okay. We're still talking to Joseph
Yeah.
here, and this one, it's all about peace. I mean, the way we love our chilling, we don't want any 6 to 6 staying there in the room. Don't go here, don't go there, please. So we need you to make sure that we are all in that space protecting our peace. One thing that a lot of people love, and we even love about ourselves, is the fact that different faiths, as we have in the country, but we have lived harmoniously all these years as a country, as one people. It's not like that in other places. And so usually, when there are going to be issues regarding the disruption of our peace, they tow towards the religious line.
Too bad.
Right?
Yeah.
And so there'll be comments about the other religion. Meanwhile, we eat people's wachi. We drink the house of cocoa. They come for Christmas.
So, we all
You celebrate Salah with them.
When they do the Aure and all of those
one.
things, we are
The
there
bottom
to.
line is
Yes.
we are all humans.
The bottom line is that we are all
But
humans.
religion is dividing people
Yes.
sharply, which is wrong.
Okay.
Which is very, very wrong. Elsewhere, what is happening in Israel and between Israel and Hamas was, it's because of religion.
Yeah.
That brought the conflict, religious beliefs. Yeah, why must we let religion divide us? Are we not one? Are we all not humans? If God is one, then why can't we all gather at one place and worship God in oneness? Why must you create another platform? This one also create another platform. This one too, preaching different things. In the first place, we are disorganized, totally disorganized. I'm telling you, God is just somewhere looking at us and laughing. Oh, my children. These my stubborn children. Let them do whatever they want to do.
Okay.
And in the end, we shall see. Yes, he's just there watching and laughing at us quietly.
I mean, Joseph, let's talk about your award. The International Association of World Peace Advocates recognized you.
Yes, please.
Tell us about that.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yes. Congratulations.
Yes, I'm a soft guy. Yeah. Actually, I was recognized among over 30 Ghanaian peace advocates. Yeah. I think Abeku Santana was also one of us. Regina, a colleague of mine who used to work with Atinka as an editor, but now I think she's doing something children's on children. Yeah. Right. Yeah. So that was a moment, a shiny moment for me, because I believe my work is being recognized. When we started off somewhere in 2019, people were not recognizing us. We were not being given platforms like this, you know, to promote our good works and call for collaborations and all that. It was only a few media houses that gave us the platform, even though we thought we could get. But, you know, as it is, the more you try to progress, God is also there. Once you are doing what is right.
Yeah.
So it came as a surprise, because it's an honorary something. After we were recognized or proclaimed, you know, we won a Global Entrepreneurs Award. I was one of, I won a Global Entrepreneurs Award. Prior to that, and then I had a call that, there is this one, they want to put me inside. I was shocked, because I felt, do I even know this association? I don't know them in which way. But I think they also saw the good work we have done, and willingly was first nominated among the over 30. And then on that fateful day, I think it's also on the 21st, the ceremony was held on the 21st September 2023 at the Pottersville Church auditorium at Santo East Hill, Accra. So it was a moment that we cherished, relish, And then the presentation was done by Dr. Samuel Owusu. He is the UN Eminent Peace Ambassador and also the country coordinator for International Association of World Peace Advocates. And on that day, he charged us, he made us aware that it is not just for recognition, but for inspiration. Something that should inspire us.
So that you continue to
do
more.
Good work. So based on that, I have been charged. I have been more
He's
than,
been charged.
He's been charged to do more peace
So
advocacy.
you'll be seeing him on your screens
if you
often.
see me on your screens, call me. I mean, I want to see other media houses calling on
so
me
it's all about peace.
So
that is
that we can preach peace. It's not just one man's business. It's for all of us.
All right. So whether you are Fusaini, Al Hassan, Nanaya,
Maunyo,
whoever. You haven't mentioned the traditional Midao, Minao, and all this.
Nana, baby, we are one people, and peace is very important. Like I said, as Ghanaians, we like our lives.
Of course.
We like our chilling. We like to do things that will bring us.
Especially when election is normally held in December.
We like the jams where people will be playing drums and be on the streets and enjoying. Please, we don't want to stay in the room. Don't come out. That one, we don't want it. So please, let's all of us be part of this advocacy to preach peace, be an individual who wants to uphold the peace that we enjoy in the camp. So Joseph WEMAKOR is the Executive Director of Human Rights Reporters
My
Ghana.
pleasure.
Thank you so much for coming in this morning. All right, so we're going to take a break, Nana. When we come back, we're talking about Black Stars.
Yes.
We've got a game today, and I mean, I'm kind of nervous.
Why?
About it.
Okay.
Because Nigeria yesterday drew 1-1 with all their star-studded team against.
And ours. Okay.